I think we're live. I think I got action here. We're live today. So, as you can see in the banner up above, we've got some inspiration, motivation for Monday. And if we have not met before, my name, oh, jeepers, I always get it wrong. Where are we? My name is Heather, coming at you live here from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. I am still on isolation. I'm feeling a little bit better. I did get a phone call from the community health nurse today, and I am going to be getting swabbed. So I'm just waiting for a call back for when that's going to happen to see if I'm actually positive for this virus that's going on. So I just thought I'd add a little thing on the bottom there, a ticket tape, so that you know what's happening and what's going on. And I'd like to thank everybody that's jumping on here live and joining me. Hello, Beth. Thank you for jumping on. Nice to see you guys. Hello, Susan. Thank you guys for jumping on. That's awesome. So like I said, my name is Heather Edmondson, and I'm coming at you live here from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada, Western Canada, and I'm going to give you 5 things that I think can maybe help us through this difficult time. Like I said, I'm still not feeling the greatest, but let's just have a little conversation. And if you're jumping on here on the replay, let me know and give me a shout saying replay, and I will give you a shout out after the fact. I know there's all kinds of craziness going on in our head, and our minds are racing. I couldn't sleep. It was 3 o'clock in the morning last night. I couldn't sleep from all the excitement of doing a bunch of stuff with my new team online, and I couldn't get to sleep. And I'm worried about going back to work and having masks and all that stuff, being that I'm a nurse. If you have not met me before, I am a nurse. And like I said, I'm on lockdown isolation. And the nurse today said that I'm not actually allowed to go and walk on the paths or go outside, but I am allowed to go out in the yard, and that's it. So no going anywhere for me. Like I said, isolation from everyone. So because all this stuff is running around in our head, a suggestion that a mentor has showed me and suggested that we can all try is to try and do a brain dump. Write down all that stuff that's in your brain and going round and round in circles in your head. Get it out there. Just write it all down. Doesn't matter what it is. Just write it all down, and then you can look at it and empty your brain, and then maybe you can sleep at night or just get it all out of there. So when you write that stuff down, then you can have a visual look at it and kind of prioritize. Blah, can't even talk. Prioritize some of the things that you might have on your to-do list or your go list or whatever. You can prioritize some of those things. Like I said, most of those things are making us crazy. What are some of the things that are making you crazy? Give me a shout and let me know. Some of the things that are racing around in your head or in your life that are kind of disrupting your life right now, besides worrying about trying to get groceries and trying to stay safe and stay sanitized and wash your hands and have all that self-isolation going on, if that's what you're doing and stuff like that. So that number 1 is what's making you crazy. Let me know what that is. Number 2, figure out what is in your control and what is out of your control. Like you can control staying in a schedule, trying to stay on track, getting up at the same time of day, a daily method of operation, whatever it is for you, whatever it is in your business, your online business, or just in life in general. With all this craziness going on and people not being able to go out to their regular jobs, everybody seems to be a little frustrated, a little out of sorts. So if you can try and keep yourself in kind of a schedule, kind of a routine, that is something that is in your control. What is out of your control is all this information that how many people are getting sick, how many people around you are doing this and that and whatever. That's out of your control. So you kind of have to put it on the back burner and distance yourself from some of that stuff. Don't watch the news all day long. Maybe pick one time a day to watch it. Pick up on some of the information that's out there going around and stuff like that. Number 3, pick that one thing in your life that you can control. Hello, Patricia. Thank you for jumping on. Nice to see you. Pick that one thing that you can control in your life that's making you crazy and that you want to nip in the butt. Like one of the mentors that I was watching yesterday and the day before, she said her kitchen is making her crazy. People go to bed after she does. and leave the kitchen in chaos and in a mess. And when she wakes up in the morning, it drives her crazy to see that it's all out of sorts. So pick that one thing, if it's your kitchen or your bathroom staying a mess or whatever it is for you. Let me know what it is for you that's kind of making you crazy, and you just want it ordered so that it can make your life run smoother that day. The kitchen makes me crazy. That is one of the things that does make me crazy. I wake up, and if there's things out of sorts, it just feels like my whole day is off. Especially when the kids were home, and they would go to bed maybe after me, and they would leave bowls out or cups out or whatever. It would make me crazy. So number three, have that communication with the rest of the members in your family, whether it's your spouse or your children or grandchildren or any of those people that are in your life that are, just let them know what your feelings are, and validate their feelings by understanding that maybe that's not a big deal to them to walk away and leave a cup on the counter, or a cup in the living room, or a bowl and sitting somewhere, or blow up something in the microwave and just walk away and not wipe it up. That makes me crazy too, especially at the office at work. Go in there to use the microwave, and there's such a stinking mess in there that you can't even use it because somebody hasn't respected the fact that they need to clean up after themselves. We are not their mothers. They have to be an adult and clean up after themselves. But your kids in your own home, or your grandkids, or whoever's coming over and making that chaos in your house, you just have to explain to them that if you would just do a little bit to help me out, I would do a little bit in return to help you out for whatever it is that is bothering you or making you go crazy. And number four, Patricia says here, the spare room where she hoards everything is making her crazy. Yeah, disorder in your life is just sometimes like something that can just, once you find order in your life, whether it be purging some stuff, whether it be going through the office, whether, like I said, waking up in the morning on the kitchen counter, being all nice and clean and all in order and everything put away and everything in its place, it just makes you feel better and you can get on with your day. So taking that chance to, taking that time, right, like as we all have time right now, to go through and purge that office or that spare bedroom or that garage, or my office is a mess, because I just end up dumping things in there and then walking away instead of try and deal with whatever it is in your hand at that moment. Don't just move it over and set it down in another place and have to deal with it later. Deal with it right now. If it's a piece of mail that comes into the house and it's a bill that has to be paid or whatever, go in and pay it and file it and get it out of your mind, and then you don't have to go and deal with it again. You don't have to pick it up more than once. Deal with that thing as soon as it hits your hand, and then you don't have to deal with it again. Now, to get everybody on board in your family with doing that as well is sometimes the next step, and that sometimes can be very hard, because what you think is a priority to you may not be a priority to them, and that can make them crazy and make you crazy because they don't want to deal with it on the same timeline that maybe you do. So, like I said, make the lines of communication open with them. That was your third one. That communicate with people, your spouse, your friends, your family, or whoever it is that's making you crazy with whatever it is, and just talk to them about it. Number 4, make a plan on how you want to move forward with whatever it is, and that's part of your communication skills. Tell everybody, please just respect my space and respect that I don't want to wake up in the morning and have chaos. Although I don't want to see the mixing bowl in the sink that has chocolate all over it, or I don't want to see the microwave a mess. Like, explain yourself. Prioritize that job that you're going to tackle by cleaning out your spare bedroom, or doing the laundry, or folding up all the laundry and setting it on your kid's bed and they just dump it on the floor. Whatever it is for you, let me know. I want to hear what everybody's dealing with right now. And the biggest one, number 5, I can't even get my hand in there. Number 5 is implement that plan. Tell everybody how you plan to deal with it and implement it and move forward with it. And hopefully that'll save some of the chaos in our lives right now. We have enough chaos going on, and if we can control, even if it's just the smallest things, hopefully we can all deal with this a little bit better. And I have one little tip for you guys all to share with whoever you wish, and to maybe inspire you a little bit, is demonstrate certainty and become the great leader that I know you can be. So hopefully that is sharing some wealth with you and some inspiration. I hope you guys all have the best of your day. I will let you know when I get swabbed and what the results are, and maybe I'll be able to go back to work. Hopefully sooner than later. I still have the sore, scratchy throat, and when I spoke to the nurse, she said I still am showing symptoms of what this is going on. Another thing that you can maybe pick up if you have some time, Audible is a really good thing to listen to some books if you can't get out to the library, or of course you can't get anything, it seems like. Try and check out the book Living Intentionally by John Maxwell. He gives you some great information, some tips, and wise things to maybe think about and look at. So, like I said, share this with whoever can find some value in this. Let me know if you got some value from this, and I will reach out and give you a shout out after the fact. And thanks everybody for jumping on and being with me. It's nice to have some human interaction, even if we're far away. Thanks, guys. You have a great day as well. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.